Okay, so I went to the in-person section. Our website should automatically detect where, what city you're currently in. If it doesn't, detect it properly, or say you're at work and you're wanting to search for your home, on the East Bay, right? You can always just type in your name here. Okay, so say I wanted to find something for spring break. Well, you can see that we've got lots of different search filters up here. If you had a particular type of camp you're looking for, like say you did want basketball, or you wanted bike riding or something, right? You could type it as a keyword here. And if you wanted to look specifically for your child's age, why don't we look for age 6, right? So you can search by age, right? And we basically filter for you so that we just show you what's for that age. Another thing you can notice here, all of the filters that I have are here. If I really just want to camp, then I could cross out the classes and events. And really the difference between these types of activities are that a camp, is more of a, consecutive days. It's a longer format. It's usually more than an hour, right? Whereas a class is usually 1 hour, maybe even a half hour or hour and a half. And sometimes it might be weekly, right? So usually, classes are just kind of a different format, right? A lot of times you're going to be learning something similar, but it's just kind of the format of the structure of the activity that's different. Whereas an event is usually more of a one-time event, right? It might be a fair, a festival, an open house, or a talk, right? So if I wanted to narrow this down to, say, more like spring break camps, I can just cross out these, the sections that I'm not interested in right now. Another thing I can do, right, because I can see that I still have over 221 activities to choose from. So I don't necessarily want to look at all of them. I don't have the time. And I also am specifically looking for spring break. So I can do a specific date here. So if my spring break is, say, that last week of March, which is just before Easter, then I can enter that date. And now I see there's 16. Right? So it's a lot more reasonable to look through, potentially 16 activities. And here we just kind of done the work for you instead of, having to figure out, do they have something that fits your schedule? We do the work for you. Just if you had any particular time of day that you were looking to fill, you could search by times. If you had a specific price range in mind, you could also search for that. Keep in mind that, some camps formats are different, right? So for instance, that 3-week camp is going to be more expensive. So the price is really just the selling price. It's not the per hour price. Activity types is more that where we specified the camps or classes. This is also the length is where you can say, do you want something that's just for one day or something that's a series? You can even do something that's more of a monthly recurring. I saw that someone said they're taking a judo class. So things like judo or martial arts, are often monthly recurring. So if you're specifically looking for a longer term thing, you could be searching for that. And then under more, we have lots more filters where you could specifically look for a day of the week, right? So that might be handy when you're searching for classes and you're looking for, say, one on Wednesdays. How far are you willing to drive, from Palo Alto? Some other things would be, do they have, is it a new arrival on our site? Do they have early bird discounts? And then lastly, what categories they have. So you can search for something either by just typing in your words, in the keyword box, or you could search by one of our pre-filtered category tags. Okay, so you can see basically what's available, and there's just a wide variety of things. I think that's what I've learned over the years, is that there's so many different programs that people have come up with. For instance, this LARP, I'm forgetting what this acronym stands for, but I think it stands for something like live action role play. And so it's for kids who, like to dress up, like to, pretend they're in medieval times or in a different era, and they have these role playing games. So there's just lots of different things.